Hey, I'm Dave Fannin with Body Firm Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. How to eliminate sugar from your diet. Not an easy thing, but when it comes down to weight loss, it's critical for some people to eliminate sugar from their diet. And when you want to, and you're ready to pull the trigger, you have to have a pretty big reason. And Carrie Pete, she's been through this process, and the results are a lot life-changing. You literally look better, feel better within three days to a week. So I'm going to let her tell her story and give you some tips on eliminating sugar from your diet, and we'll go forward. Yep.
Sounds good.
Good.
Hey guys, Carrie Purcell here, working with Dave at the Body Firm, and wanted to kind of talk with you a little bit about sugar cravings or sugar addictions. I think one is kind of different than the other one, craving versus an addiction. But I kind of want to talk to you a little bit today about getting off of the sugar. And I was going to share with you something that I had a really hard time with back in the holidays, and I was a little bit addicted to ice cream, which has a lot of sugar in it. It's a family tradition of ours to always get Braum's peppermint ice cream at Christmas time. It's something that my mom introduced to my family. It was one of my mom's favorite ice creams. And so I had all my family over for Christmas this past December, and of course, I got the Braum's peppermint ice cream. And we had it during Christmas, and then there was leftovers. And Christmas came and went, New Year's came and went, and then right after the holidays and New Year's, I got really sick, and I had bronchitis. So I felt horrible, and I'm sick, and my throat hurts, and I just want something to make me feel better. And I was like, well, I'm just going to eat the ice cream. And so I started eating the ice cream. I was like, this is so good, so good. And so it made me feel better. And then I have all these loving, great memories of my family. And probably a little bit more so than usual, I lost my mom about 2 years ago. So eating the peppermint ice cream made me think of my mom. So there's a lot of emotional connection there. And I think that's one thing that I want you to actually sit and think about with you and whatever your addiction may be, or your craving is, if it's nicotine or alcohol or sugar or salts or whatever it is that you crave. There's generally a emotional connection to that food. And so back to my story, so I have bronchitis and I'm eating this ice cream and I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. Have happy thoughts of mom, happy thoughts about all my family. I'm feeling better. My bronchitis is getting better. And, you know, it takes about a week to 10 days to get over my bronchitis. And then I'm back to normal. But now I've been eating ice cream for 7 to 10 days. And I go to the grocery store and I keep buying ice cream because I love this ice cream. It's wonderful. But now I'm back to my normal routine and eating my foods and cooking and working out, but I don't feel great. I have great emotional connection thinking about eating, the ice cream and what it gives me in that 5 minutes that I'm eating the ice cream. But the rest of my 12, 15 hours, 18 hours that I'm awake during the day, I feel horrible because my body is full of sugar and dairy. And those are two things that I never do. And I will be really honest with you, it took me about 3 months to tell myself, you have got to stop doing this. I loved eating the ice cream, so I continued to eat the ice cream just about every day. But again, I'm looking at my body and I'm working out and I can look at myself in the mirror and I can go, I don't understand, I'm working out and I know I'm getting the results that I need to at the gym, but I look in the mirror and I'm like, what's going on with my body? Something is not right. I'm bloated, I don't feel good. It's the ice cream. And finally one day I had to say to myself, you've got to stop doing this. Like, just hard conversation with yourself. Yes, I know you love the emotional connection that you have with the ice cream, but stop eating the ice cream. You don't feel good. So I had to cold turkey quit the ice cream. It's like you open up the freezer, you get the containers, not just one container, you get all of the containers. If you've got another freezer in your house, you go get those too. You put it in the sink, you put hot water on them, and you let them defrost, and then you put it in the trash. You're done with ice cream. So that was my you're done with this plan. And then that's night one. You're like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm fed up with myself. And then night two is where you're like, oh, but I really want that ice cream. What am I going to do now because I want the ice cream? And so my alternative to that was getting, I love chocolate. So let's try a little bit of chocolate. And so you buy chocolate, like the dark chocolate, the real stuff, the cacao chocolate, that's the high percentage of cacao. So this is 70%, this one's 72%. I think this is 100% pure cacao nibs. But the thing about eating this is that you'll get your sweet cravings satisfied, but this is so dark and rich that you're only going to need like 2 or 3 bites to get that sweet tooth satisfied. You're not going to binge on this. It's so strong that you can't. So that was my plan to get on night 2, was to start eating my dark chocolate. And then I also had to kind of, at that point I still didn't really realize the emotional connection of the ice cream and my mom and why I continued to eat it. And all of a sudden, like a little light bulb went off, and I was like, I know now why I kept eating that ice cream, even though I felt horrible, you know, hours after I ate it. And so I had to take a little bit of time for myself and journal. And so I have a couple of journals laying around, and this is years and years and years of stuff. And you don't have to ever read it again. This one's completely full. I don't even want to know what all's in here, but there's something very powerful about writing it down and getting it out of your body. If you don't feel comfortable telling someone, then write it down. It has that same positive effect on you of just getting those thoughts out of your mind, either if you're telling someone or writing them down. And so I had to journal a little bit about my emotional connection with ice cream and the happy memories that I had about my mom. But that doesn't mean that I need to be eating ice cream all the time to have those happy memories about my mom. So that's kind of my story. I hope that maybe helps you a little bit and maybe puts off a little flag for you to think about your life and whatever kind of addiction that you may have or craving that maybe gets a little excessive at times. So if you need help on anything, comment, ask us a question, tell us your story, because we are community and we grow and change by helping each other. So, and that's why I wanted to share this story with you. So again, like this video, share it, comment, and let us know if you have any thoughts about it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.